When you're putting a picnic basket together, choosing the right food is essential, and that includes dessert. Need some tips? Well, stick around and I'll show you how to pack a picnic basket that'll have a grizzly bear eating right out of the palm of your hand. Welcome to Sweet Dreams. I'm Gail Gand, and today I'm going to show you how to pack your picnic basket with some delicious portable desserts. That means they're easy to move around, they're easy to handle, and they stay nice and fresh. Now, speaking of fresh, my buddy and fellow pastry chef Wayne Harley Brockman's here with me today, and we've got a few picnic tricks up our sleeve. Hey, Wayne, you there?
Here
Hi.
I am, Gail. Fresh as a daisy.
You smell so fresh. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great, great.
Do you like going on picnics?
My favorite, my favorite. We just had a picnic for my 4-year-old, Isabella, for a birthday party. A birthday party picnic. It was great.
I wasn't invited.
You wanted to schlep all the way from Chicago?
All right. You have a good point there. You have a good point. We're going to start out with an alternative use for those little paper cups that you bring to every picnic. We're making paper cupcakes. And our next treat is something that's compact, but bursting with coconut flavor. I'm talking about chocolate-crusted coconut bars. And finally, we'll make chocolate toffee bites that'll never melt after all that cold chicken.
Oh, I remember that stuff.
My mom used to make cold fried chicken for picnics.
My mom used to make it with corn flakes.
Oh, no.
Rolled in corn flakes.
Really? We just had like the really spicy, peppery flour.
Was yours good?
Outstanding. Outstanding. All right, we're gonna start with chocolate cake. I'm gonna make a buttermilk chocolate cake, fudgy chocolate cake, because I want cupcakes at a picnic, but I don't want something that's messy, don't want something that melts. We're gonna do a marshmallow or like a 7-minute frosting.
That's right.
To go on
it's easy
top.
to wander around with them.
No
one
buttercream too, so it doesn't get on your hands. So let's make the chocolate cake part first. I actually need you to sift my dry ingredients, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Got 1.5 cups of flour, 2 cups of flour here.
2 cups of flour
and
there.
1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda today because we're doing buttermilk. And then I'm going to throw the rest together. I've got a cup of butter here, unsalted butter, of course. I'm going to put that in the mixer with my whisk attachment. I always use a whisk attachment with cake batters, but I know some people use paddles.
I like the paddle.
You're the paddle kind of guy? I know that in culinary school, that's what they teach you, which I didn't go to very much. I went to La Varenne in Paris. So I went to French.
You went to La Varenne?
I went to French culinary school.
But I cut most of the classes. I went there for like a week.
Did you?
For a week also,
I would work at a bakery at 4 in the morning, from 4 to like 9:30, and then I would go to school at 10 a.m. and do school from like 10 to 6.
But I did it for culinary.
So I was like
I did it for plucking chickens.
I'm going to add some sugar to this. I've got 1 cup of white sugar, just regular granulated, and then 1 cup of brown sugar. I love using brown sugar.
So do I. It picks up the flavor in a cake.
Makes everything moist and delicious.
And it's a great way to just like cheat a little more flavor into a cake, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I actually feel like I'm getting a little more nutrition because of the molasses.
Yeah, the molasses, It
has a lot of minerals in it, so it makes it a little healthy.
This cake is good for you. It's healthy for you.
I'm going to add the eggs now. I've got 4 eggs going in. Pretty soon I can see I'm going to have to scrape the bowl pretty soon.
Yeah, stuff always gets stuck on the bottom.
And a little bit of vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'll give it a scrape. If you don't mind grabbing, I've got some unsweetened chocolate that's melted. 6 ounces of unsweetened.
For over here.
There we go. I'm just going to get everything off the sides of the bowls.
Melted that over a real low flame, or just turned it off and let it melt?
Well, yeah, usually I just bring some water to a boil in a little pot. And then put my chocolate in a bowl over it and turn it off, like you said. Simmer. Let me just get this in one more time.
It'll get nice and creamy in there.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it up high, actually, real quick. Just to
let her rip,
give it
Gail.
some power.
You go for it, Gail.
I want to do the pastry chef thing where I lean the bowl up.
Oh, yeah.
That's cheating. No,
Don't try this at home, though, right? You know,
On low, I'll let you drizzle the chocolate in.
Okay. We all cheat like that in the restaurant.
How's the flour? Let me just check it. We're good. I have that one mixer where I have the eternal towel underneath it to
lift,
to hoist the bowl up.
I know, we all have contraptions
Yeah.
under our mixers in restaurants to
Yeah.
make them like work the way they weren't designed to work.
Now this is what's going to make the leavening act. This is the buttermilk, and that's going to react with the
Yep.
baking soda to get it to poof up in
Acid
the oven.
and alkaline.
So I'm going to add 1/3 of this cup of buttermilk. So that's 1/3 of buttermilk, 1/3 cup of buttermilk in. Can you give me, I'll turn it down, give me
Okay.
half the dry ingredients. I think I learned this from you.
Did you?
Where you add 1/3 of the wet and then divide the dry in half.
I actually do it the other way around. 1/3 of the dry and then half the wet. But it'll
the
still
other
work.
way.
It will still work. But you alternate and then you
Okay, I think
you
I'm
kind
ready.
of coat the bubbles with everything.
This is a great chocolate cake recipe. It's just simple and easy and
Yeah,
straightforward.
how easy is this?
Okay, give me the rest of the flour.
Okay, the rest, there it goes.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna give it one scrape. I'm gonna just turn it up a little bit. Get everything mixed in, and then it's gonna go in these cups. This is a pretty thick batter. You know, I can see that. I thought we were gonna pour it into the little paper cups, but I don't think we are. I think we're gonna be spooning. So what I do, I just spoon this into little paper cups. Don't even have to butter and flour them, which is nice. And fill them about like 2/3 filled. Almost up to the top. Leave about 1/4 inch of room for it to rise up. And do you mind filling those for me, and
It
I'll
would be
get
a
the
pleasure.
frosting going? Okay. I'm gonna make a really simple frosting that doesn't melt at a picnic, which is why it's so great. It's just made with egg whites. It's almost like a marshmallow. So I'm taking 2 egg whites. I'm gonna whisk them together with a little bit of water. I've got 1/3 of a cup of water in there. And then sugar. 1½ cups of sugar is going right in there. And a little bit of cream of tartar to stabilize the whole batch. Put that in there. Now whisk those ingredients together, and I cook them over sort of simmering water. And that's going to slowly cook and get fluffy and light and gorgeous, and it almost looks like marshmallow. So I'm going to get that over the hot water and get it going. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. You've got a couple choices. You can either whisk this for about 7 minutes, is how long it takes. But if that's a little too much work, which sometimes it is for me, I don't want to sweat that much, you can use a hand mixer too and just stick the hand mixer in.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that for me?
Sure,
Okay, I'm going to
sure.
get these in the oven. We're going to bake these off. You got them down? Yeah, they look good. 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. There we go. And they're going to puff up really nice. So Wayne, just get that mixing. We're going to mix that up over the break. It's time for a break right now. You okay? So we'll be right back to finish up the paper cupcakes and get started on our chocolate-crusted coconut bars. Stick around.
Tonight on Food Network, Alton and Jamie share their passion for food.
It's going to be like well tasty.
And you've got a pretty fantastic meal.
Yeah, I think they're going to love it.
That's right.
Good Eats, followed by Oliver's Twist. Tonight, starting at 9 on Food Network.
What are you saying with your Chinette plates? For years, people have trusted Chinette to say 1,000 different things. After all, nothing says you're special stronger than Chinette.
Try the Deep Blue Menace Sundae at Baskin-Robbins, inspired by the new movie, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas.
Oh, man.
When I saw pictures of myself on our family vacation, I destroyed them. Because at 178 pounds, you don't want to be reminded. When I realized I was removing myself from our family's memories, I called Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig's Ultimate Choice program gives you personal support with simple ways to lose weight that fit the way you live.
I lost 50 pounds with Jenny Craig, and I feel great about myself again. And I've got the pictures to prove it.
It's your final week to lose 20 pounds for just $20 plus the cost of food. Call 1-800-JENNY20. Jenny Craig. It works.
My little slugger. Even though he's had a life-threatening allergic reaction, Sam's determined to play pro ball. Last game, Sam was stung by a bee. His throat closed up. He couldn't breathe. While a friend called 911, I ran to inject his EpiPen. With severe allergic reactions like Sam's, every second counts.
Insect stings, food, or other allergies can cause a life-threatening emergency called anaphylaxis, with symptoms like trouble breathing, a swollen throat, or hives. EpiPen helps stop the reaction fast, giving you enough time to get necessary emergency medical help. EpiPen is available only by prescription for people with a history of anaphylaxis. Proper use is critical. Ask your doctor. Side effects may include fast or irregular heartbeat, nausea, and breathing difficulty. Call now and ask your doctor about EpiPen.
My little shortstop and I learned we have to be prepared. Because double plays or life-threatening allergies, every second counts.
It's Food Network's newest show, where two teams face off in a food fight.
Got an extra tomato?
No, we don't.
It's a race against the clock to see whose meal knocks out the judges. Food Fight, tomorrow night at 10 on Food Network.
Okay, good. Welcome back to Sweet Dreams. Wayne and I are making some delicious items for our next picnic, and we're still working on the frosting, that marshmallow frosting for the paper cupcakes. I want you to see how it came up. See how fluffy and light it is? And it's holding its peak almost.
Yeah, look at that. Woo.
Right. Last thing we're going to add is some vanilla extract. Now in there we've got egg whites, a little bit of water, some sugar, and cream of tartar to keep it stable.
Keep it nice and stiff.
And then the vanilla. I love having a helper here. Isn't this great? I just pour and you whisk. I love that.
When do you want me to do the floors and the windows? I'll do
next,
those.
that's coming next. So once you've got the vanilla in, I usually let it cool about 30 minutes just to kind of come to room temperature. I've got one here that's cooled. You can see it gets even stiffer then. So I'm just going to frost one of these little paper cupcakes. I kind of glob this right on top. Nothing fancy here, nothing, you know. This isn't a lot of work. You can even let your kids help with this one. As long as they're wearing rain gear, I think is the key.
Yeah.
And then I try to sort of make it decorative on top. Let's even put some confetti sprinkles. Make it fun. Don't those look great for a picnic?
The kids are going to just go berserk when they see those.
I'm eating this one. This one's mine. The rest will be for the kids. Do you want to start your project now?
Sure, I'd
Tell
love
me what
to.
you're making.
Well, we're going to make a chocolate dough for our coconut bars. So I'll have, of course, chocolate and coconut, you know, what a traditional combination. So I'm going to take a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, put it in my processor, and a quarter cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cocoa
powder.
Right in there. I'm just going to whiz that up real quickly. And now start feeding in butter at room temperature. And I've got...
is that unsalted butter you're using?
Unsalted butter. Yeah, 8 tablespoons of unsalted, yeah.
Okay. Me too.
You know, the salted is just not good for baking. Yeah, it's usually been hanging around for a while, has a long... They put it in to preserve it, so you don't get that much fresh butter flavor.
Right, it's got a longer shelf life, so you sort of guarantee that the unsalted is going to be much fresher.
And we're just going to let that really whiz up until it forms a nice dough.
Okay.
Let's see.
So you're almost making like a chocolate pie dough a little bit. It's like a buttery pie dough.
It's like a chocolate pâte brisée.
Okay. Sounds fancy. Does that mean it's hard?
Yeah, that was fancy. You know, the French always seem to have these French names for everything that are so fancy. I love it, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking about picnics.
Pâte brisée.
I was thinking, when's the last time I had a picnic? And I realized it was actually in the middle of winter. And I decided it was so cold out that I needed to have a picnic to kind of remember summer. So I put a red check tablecloth right on the floor in my house. And Gio and I had dinner. We had a picnic dinner. Indoors.
Yeah, I was figuring out how did you do that?
You can do this any time of year. Picnics aren't just for summer.
Now, can I borrow your space over here? Because I better roll some dough out.
These over here for you.
Just a little elbow. Thank you. I'm going to put some wax paper down.
Okay.
And then take my dough and plop it onto the wax paper. And this is a great trick for any dough that's sticky, that's hard to work with. Roll it between 2 sheets of wax paper.
I have that roll of wax paper in my house. I just never know what to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's sort of an automatic. You have foil, you have wax paper, you have different
I have this wax paper that I got at a flea market once with sailboats on it.
Don't use that one, right? That's a saver. That's a keeper.
Okay, great. And
How thick are you rolling that?
We're going to roll it around 1/8 of an inch.
So pretty thin.
It's going to be pretty thin. And then we just want to fit it right into into the bottom of the pan. Yeah.
This is a 9x13 pan that you've greased?
A 9x13 pan. And you know, you don't even have to get it completely square. I'm going to peel off the top.
Okay.
Well, wait. Yeah, I'm going to peel off the top.
And then we're going to
flip it in.
Okay. Do you want me to put the pan on you, or no? You're just going to flip it in?
No, I'm going to flip it in. I think I can do it.
Close. Yeah, of course you can do it.
There we go.
We're professionals, as my son
says. And you know, if you
says.
have loose corners, just pat them out with your fingers like that.
Can I do that for you?
Sure.
While you do your coconut filling?
And then we'll refrigerate it.
Okay.
Yeah. For the coconut filling, I've got a whole bunch of coconut here, and I'm using the health food store coconut. It's natural. You could also get it in Asian markets. It's unsweetened.
It's like a dried, I call that,
yes.
Is that desiccated coconut? Do you call it that?
I think it's called desiccated dried coconut. It has no chemicals in it.
Has no
and I've
extra
added some
sugar.
egg whites to this. And I have a ½ cup of coconut cream.
What is coconut cream?
It's concentrated coconut. And it comes from, you can get it in the supermarket or in Latin markets. And confectioner sugar.
Okay. And is that
there we go.
It's a canned item, is
it's
that right?
It comes in a can, and it just has great coconut flavor, and it too is very, very natural. And I'm just going to mix this together just until it comes together.
You wanted
Great
me to
job.
prick that with a fork, is that right?
Please, it's called docking, just to get a little airspace in there so it doesn't buckle up.
Okay.
And as soon as this is mixed up, we can just plop all of this coconut macaroon over the chocolate dough.
So normally you would chill that. We'd chill the chocolate dough for about 30 minutes.
We want to get this into the oven at 375 degrees.
Okay. And how long do you bake it for?
I'm going to bake it for 20 minutes.
Oh, so not very long.
There we go, and I'm just going to pat this out.
While you smear that out, I'm just going to get my next thing going. We're going to start the sugar for the chocolate toffee bites. And it's just going to be sugar at the highest heat you can get. So bring your pot up to the highest heat. And I'm going to dump in 2 cups of sugar just by itself, okay? No water this time. Do you have a wooden?
A wooden?
No,
did I take your
wooden?
wooden?
Yeah,
oh,
you did. That's
sorry.
okay. I'm going to get this stirring over the break, and we just keep stirring it until it turns to a nice dark amber caramel. Okay? So we'll be right back. We'll check on those coconut bars. So stay tuned.
Sunday night on Food Network, it's late night snacks of the rich and famous in After Midnight LA.
5:15 in the morning, and I'm eating lobster.
Find out which stars eat where.
Did you see Dustin Hoff in the next room?
When that hunger pang hits in the middle of the night. A full night of Midnight Munchies. Sunday night starting at 8 on Food Network.
Introducing McCormick Grill Mates grilling sauces. Just grill, brush, and let the feast begin. New Grill Mates grilling sauces, along with seasonings and marinades, are from McCormick, the taste you trust.
Allergies can strike anywhere, anytime.
That's why I take Clarinex.
Clarinex helps block histamine. Get 24-hour non-drowsy allergy relief from pets, pollen, mold, and dust. Side effects are similar to sugar pill, including sore throat, dry mouth, and fatigue. Clarinex. Talk to your doctor about the anywhere, anytime allergy relief of Clarinex.
Introducing V8 Splash Smoothies, a refreshing, fruity blend packed with the energizing nutrition you need to do what you love to do. New V8 Splash Smoothies. Drink smarter.
What's this? The Oni world has lost its cheesy color. Who can help C-Rex find it? You can. Just look for these special boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese. If you find a C-Rex Crayola crayon inside, you'll win.
Yeah, I won!
A VIP trip to the Crayola factory, where you'll help create the new Kraft mac and cheese box. Your face on the front, your art on the back. See specially marked boxes for details, or you can write here for a free game piece. Many will enter, a few will win. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Can you picture it?
Monday night sizzles with a full hour of summer unwrapped. First at 9, beat the heat with these silly treats.
It's a party in my mouth.
Then at 9:30, take a summertime trip to the land that chocolate built.
Boy, look, they named this one after me.
Wacky candy and candy bars. Part of Summer Unwrapped. Monday night starting at 9 on Food Network.
Would like to come home to a fresh, clean-smelling house every day? Then it's time to take the Febreze 7-Day Challenge. First, put away those other products you've used to freshen your house. Then try Febreze throughout your home every day for 7 days as part of your tidy up routine. Next, see for yourself if your whole house doesn't feel fresh air clean. We guarantee it or you get your money back. Febreze goes into the soft surfaces in your home that hold on to odors. It uses patented odor eliminator technology to find smells and gently clean them away. These folks took the Febreze challenge.
Misted it on all the furniture. I misted it on the carpet. With just a fresh, clean smell, and that's what I like. It neutralizes the smells, and it gets rid of them, and it makes your house smell fresh.
Take the Febreze challenge yourself. Your whole house will feel fresh air clean or your money back. Febreze. Out with the stale, in with the fresh.
Call the toll-free number now to get a coupon for $2 off Febreze, plus a $2 off coupon for Febreze Allergen Reducer. Pick up Febreze today.
Welcome back to Sweet Dreams. I'm Gail Gand, here with my pastry chef friend Wayne Harley Brockman, and we're making some goodies for your next picnic. We're all done with the paper cupcakes. We frosted those and put little jimmies on them. And our chocolate-crusted coconut bars, they're fresh out of the oven now. So show me how you cut those.
Okay, I'm going to just loosen it up around the edges.
Around the outside.
Yeah, and I want to make them around 3 inches square, because this is a 9 by 13-inch pan, a little longer than the lengthwise.
So you're just cutting them into bars?
Into bars. There we go. Here, I'll
Before you drizzle the chocolate on, right?
Yes, because I want to take them out, let them cool, then I get a little drizzle down the sides. Oops, we lost the bottom on that one. Tuck it in.
And it's got that nice chocolate crust right on the bottom, and then the macaroon coconut filling. Cool.
It came together, yeah.
You know what? My caramel is there, so I want to show them how to do this now. Do you mind if we break away for a second?
Okay.
Remember, right before the break, I put sugar in here, and I've just been cooking it and stirring it with no water at all. And I've got a nice amber color now, exactly what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to add some butter to that, just half a cup of butter. It will kind of puff up a little, so stand back. And that's why I'm using a wooden spoon. I don't want to use metal because the heat from this might kind of transfer up the handle. And that rubber spatula I put in, that might melt. So I switched to a wooden spoon during the break. And just keep your hand right at the end of your spoon so you don't get any of that steam coming off. Stir, stir, stir until you've got all the butter melted into this toffee. And we're making chocolate toffee. So the next thing that's got to go in is the chocolate to make it that way. And I've got 2 ounces here of chopped bittersweet chocolate. Now if you don't have bittersweet, which I know sometimes is hard to find. Sometimes I mix semi-sweet and a little unsweetened.
Oh, yeah.
Do you do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do like 1½ ounces of semi-sweet and ½ ounce of unsweetened. So just mix the chocolate in. You can see the heat from all that hot caramel is just melting it instantly. And now we're going to dump this out so it can cool on a Silpat lined sheet pan. That's those, it's like a rubber mat that pastry chefs use to keep things from sticking. So let's go on to here. Pour this out. This was a recipe I got from one of the pastry chefs at Valrhona Chocolate, a Frenchman who came to town to teach us about chocolate. And I thought this was a delicious, wonderful way to get chocolate into your life and not get melted chocolate into your life at the same time. So I just spread this about 1/8 of an inch thick and then let it cool, walk away from it. It does take a little while to cool, a couple hours, and then we're going to break it up. So what's the next step for you on yours?
Oh, I'm going to start drizzling some chocolate over these.
Okay. What kind of chocolate do you use?
We have bittersweet. I love bittersweet. That's my favorite.
Well, with coconut it makes sense because coconut, usually macaroons are fairly sweet, and bittersweet's kind of nice to help cut that sweetness.
And that's a classic combination.
Yes.
And candy bars too, bittersweet and
my mother
coconut,
and I would fight in the grocery store aisle over which candy bar was, you know, the one with the bitter chocolate or the one with the milk chocolate. I was the milk chocolate gal with almonds. She was the bitter because she's more grown up.
My wife and I fight over that. She likes milk chocolate. I like it nice and bitter. I'm just going to drizzle this. I've melted it slowly over some hot water. And I've taken it with a fork, and I'm making squiggles. This is like Jackson Pollock. Is that the artist?
A little
the American artist?
Yes, it is.
You know, who used to do this with his paintings.
Out on Long Island, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I hear his studio's still out there. I'm actually going to go out and see it this year. You know what? It's time for a quick break, but we'll be right back to pack up all our picnic desserts, so stick around. So any kind of drizzle is good.
Coming up next, chocolate with Jacques Torres. Then Food 911 and the best stuff. Right here on Food Network.
The difference between natural and stay natural?
16 hours.
New Stay Natural makeup. A whole new kind of color stay. Feels lightweight. Covers flawlessly. Won't rub off. So you stay naturally beautiful for 16 hours.
If I were any more natural,
You'd be blushing. New Stay Natural makeup.
only Revlon makes it. Only you make it unforgettable.
That used to be me, spending quality time with the dishes instead of the family. Yeah, we tried Chinette to save time, but it wound up giving me more work. Then I bought new Dixie, now stronger than ever with the new improved soak-proof shield. It stands up to big trouble, even Max. Now, instead of making room in the dishwasher, they're making room for me on the couch. Dixie, made tough to make life easier.
Hi, I'm Alton Brown of Good Eats, and you're watching Food Network.
Good morning, oranges. You know what isn't going to happen today? You aren't going to be concentrated or sweetened or added to or any other dumb thing we humans sometimes dream up. Today, you're just going to be yourself. That's a promise. Discover Simply Orange. Simply unfooled around with.
Do you know where your baby's food comes from? Gerber sure does. From growers just like me. I've been watching over this orchard for 30 years. No one has more demanding standards than Gerber. That's how they know which orchard, which field your baby's fruits and veggies come from. And what's been grown there for over a decade. I see it every day. From the field to the jar, no one babies their food like Gerber.
Shouldn't your baby be a Gerber baby?
The leading cleaner can't remove this tough stain like Spot Shot. With Spot Shot, tough stains disappear fast without scrubbing. When Resolve won't work, get Spot Shot.
It's just not summer without Summer Unwrapped. 8 weeks of the secrets behind your favorite summertime treats. Every Monday night sizzles with the retro snacks that take you back. It's a full hour that'll refresh the taste buds. But just like summer, it won't last long. So eat it up now. Summer Unwrapped. Monday nights at 9 on Food Network. Brought to you by Johnsonville and IHOP. And also by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back to Sweet Dreams. Our picnic desserts are just about finished. I want to show you how to finish off the chocolate toffee I made. Once it's cooled, you can just crack it like that, see? Real easily with your hands. If you don't want to get any of your fingerprints on those, sometimes I wear gloves. Do you do that with?
Little plastic gloves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or white cotton even.
And sometimes I slam it with a hammer or drop it on the floor right on the
Does that
cookie
work
sheet.
really good?
Kablam. Yeah, it gets all those cracks. Yeah.
So I'm just going to pack it in some cellophane there. That way it won't stick. Now for the cupcakes, the paper cupcakes, I just peel when it's time to eat, which is what time it is, I just peel the paper right off like
Look
that.
how easy.
See? And I didn't have to butter or flour. Isn't that great? And then they actually just kind of lift out, just like that. They look like a little clown. Here.
Thank you.
Have a nice picnic.
How cute.
Isn't that great? Tell me about your bars there. Those look wonderful.
Okay. It's coconut macaroon, but with a chocolate crust, and they're coconut bar cookies. Because you know, bar cookies are one of the best things to take on a picnic. They're so easy. You can run around with them, pick them up, wander off.
They're flat, so they pack easily, and they don't break.
They pack easy. You know, lemon bars, brownies, of course.
Yeah, that's
blondies.
sort of the classic. It's brownies. So nice.
Magic bars. They're just
great to see something that's not a brownie. The other thing, you know, we do for when we're going on picnics, we'll freeze bottles of water.
Oh, we take those juice boxes.
Right.
And just take the whole case of juice boxes into
just
the
freeze
freezer.
the whole thing, and then by the time you get to the picnic, they start to melt, but they're still really freezing cold.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Any other tips that you have?
That's a real mommy-daddy trick, huh?
Freezing juice boxes for the trip, and bottles of water.
You want things that are easy to handle.
Yeah.
Everything, you know, salads are great, sandwiches. You don't want to have to mess around with anything. Don't bring a whole cake.
I think what's important too, lots of napkins and like wet wipes if you can do them. You know, if you can bring wet wipes and have those, that's perfect for a picnic.
Wet wipes are the most brilliant thing in the universe. Yeah.
Great. All right, you know what? We're all out of time now, but thanks so much for stopping by Sweet Dreams today. I'm Gail Gann, and I'm here with Wayne Harley Brockman. And remember, there's always room for dessert. What do we get to try? You can try.